Going on, YouTubers? Gonna do a quick little video this morning before it starts raining. It's gonna be raining all damn day, but anyway, again, worked on my Slant 6 valve cover yesterday when it was nice out. This one originally, I think it's a Spectra Slant 6 valve cover, chrome. Quite a while back, I noticed when the Slant 6 was still in the Dart and I was driving the Dart, it would put out puffs of smoke out the exhaust, and I was so worried that it was going past the rings, but it didn't do it prior to that. And then I realized I put this on and I got rid of the factory one. I still have the factory one in the shed if anybody's interested, but anyway, couldn't figure out what was the deal. Ran all kinds of tests, and then decided to end up taking the head off, and come to find out, on the back side of the valves behind the tulip part, there was a big buildup of what looked like an oily, sticky, gritty buildup of like this oily black stuff, whatever. We'll come to find out it was leaking some through the valve stem seals, even though they were new factory Felpro pieces of crap, and the fact that the valve cover had no deflector plate for when the oil gets flickered up off of the rocker arms and stuff, and what it was doing was causing enough vacuum and sucking oil up through the PCV valve and running back through down into the intake and collecting on the valves, and the valves being hot, it would collect and bake onto the back of the valves. Anyway, I had to re-clean all the valves, and while I cleaned them off, I polished them, and then but bring you up to speed on this, I did this yesterday, just added more of that sheet metal over there like I did the windage tray, and I welded these in, just measured and cut those. I still have to take this and power spray it out, make sure any little welding slag or beads or little stuff and any other odds and ends of contaminants that are in here gets cleaned out before I put this back on the engine. But anyway, so that was another easy fix. And the other thing, these are just Mr. Gasket push-on grommets, and this is actually a Chevy PCV valve. It don't have that rattle piece of crap inside of it that can possibly get stick or clog up. I did the measurement on my truck. I use one of these on my truck as well. You can use them on the small blocks, big blocks, as long as you have a push-on grommet with a push-on breather or a PCV valve like this. It flows the same amount of CFM as the PC valve, factory valve, PC valve I should say. And this came off of a, if you need the part number or anything, I got the 3 different part numbers. If you go back to or you can go back to my older videos section, and the one where it says Slant 6 upgrades, I actually have in the comment section or the description section the part numbers for like standard, AC Delco, and Master Guard or whatever it is from O'Reilly's. But this fits a 2003 on up Chevy 5.3 liter V8. I just looked up a Chevy Silverado 1500 with the 5.3 liter, and I was able to come up with this. Now some of them you can find with the little plastic elbow, but the plastic elbow, I think, can cause a leak once the plastic shrinks or expands from the heat and they start to wobble a little bit on this. What you can do is use a 8mm spark plug boot, the one that's what is it? I guess that would be the one with the elbow. I can't remember what degree that is. I haven't quite woke up this morning. Anyway, you can set that on there, slide the boot down on there, and use like a 3/8 hose clamp. And then when it comes off to the other side, you can run a little piece of 3/8 or 5/16 fuel line or aluminum line, and another clamp, and then you can run your hose that comes off of your carburetor, your crank case ventilation, and hook that up to the other end of the tube, and use a clamp on that as well. There's a bunch of different ways, or you just run the hose over and then make the hose curve over and clamp onto this with a fuel hose clamp. But anyway, that's the upgrade I did for the Slant 6 as far as that. And stay tuned for the part 2 on the windage tray. I'm not finished with that yet, and I apologize about the last few minutes of the video on part 1. I was spacing off, and then I had an interruption by some family members, and I always tell them that when I'm trying to do a video, try not to interrupt, but they seem to have a brain fart every so often, and yeah, I could have went back and edited. I just wasn't thinking the other day or yesterday. But anyway, stay tuned for more videos, and till then.